It's hard to imagine how big is the universe since everything that has ever happened to us has happened right here on Earth. Everything that we have ever known in entire our history happened right here. But Earth in comparison to the universe is smaller than a grain of sand compared to the desert. In fact, 109 Earths would fit inside the Sun, which is considered to be one of the tiniest stars out there. And guess what? Our entire solar system is absolutely nothing in comparison to our galaxy because there are over 100 billion stars out there that are way bigger than our Sun. And what's even more mind-blowing than all of this is that there are over 2 trillion galaxies out there in the entire universe. It's even difficult to comprehend all of this. And yet the most complicated object in the entire this universe, as far as we know, is located right here on Earth, specifically right inside your head. Yes, that's your brain. And guess what? Your brain, on whom you rely for almost everything, has been cheating on you for a while already, and you probably have not realized that. How? That's exactly what we will find out now. Unlike other parts of your body, your brain is in charge of everything that you do. Every action that you take has to go through your brain first. Your brain does many things at the same time, like walking, speaking, moving your hands, looking around, digest information. Unlike other parts of your body, your brain gets tired and it starts looking for some shortcuts to make this process easier because it wants to save energy. So it creates algorithms to make most of its activities automatic. You see a nice guy in a suit, you automatically assume he's a good person, although that he might be the complete opposite, and vice versa of course. And that's known as confirmation bias. Your brain is tend to believe in what you already know just to confirm it. That's why it's really difficult to win an argument because we naturally look for evidence just to confirm what we already know and not necessarily the truth. Although that we have tons of evidence, for example, that smoking is harmful, you will find some people defending it, that it's not as bad as you think. Look, there is a guy in some corner of the world who is over 100 years old and he has been smoking. Why is he in a perfect health? He will ignore every other piece of evidence and solely focus on that one case just to confirm what he already believes in. And that has happened to all of us. In fact, people naturally defend themselves because it was their choice, and that's known as choice supportive bias. If you're a Mac user, for instance, you naturally ignore all the downsides of using a MacBook and solely focus on its advantages, and vice versa of course, because your brain wants you to feel good about your decisions. Have you ever heard people saying when they do something wrong, "At least I didn't do that," although that what they did was wrong? Or when your favorite political candidate does something wrong, you defend him because you voted for him. Then there is bandwagon bias. People have the tendency to believe in whatever the rest of the people believe in. A lot of people in the United States believe, for example, that terrorism is their biggest threat because that's what everyone says on the TV. That's what your family and friends believe in. But if you look at the facts, you're more likely to be killed by a policeman than by a terrorist, although that the police is hired to protect you. Your brain automatically assumes that if everyone believes in something, then it must be right, because your brain is looking for shortcuts because it doesn't want to be involved again in some deep thinking since that takes a lot of energy. We are all biased in one way or another because that's how our brains are designed to work. That's why you should always be open to other people's ideas because you might be wrong without knowing that. But wait a second, if that's true, if you're all biased, then what makes this video unbiased? This entire video could be totally biased, which makes it false and you simply wasted your time watching it. Or it could be right, and you can let me know by clicking that like button. But if you like this video, you could also be biased like me. Anyways, let's just end this video now before it gets even more confusing. And now it's your turn. What do you think? Should we try to be completely unbiased? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you don't want to miss the next video, hit the subscribe button and the bell besides it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.